Hi everybody, this is Christian with Site Precision. Today's video is going to be a brief demonstration on how quick and easy it is to set up and start staking out points with the Topcon GT series robotic total station. Alright, so first things first, we're going to set up our total station on the tripod. So once we get our tripod set up and roughly level, we're just going to screw our total station head on there. And then what I'm doing now is I'm just rough leveling it using the vial on the tri-brack. And after I'm done with that, I spin the instrument around, and then there's a finer tuning level screen on the instrument itself. And then once I get that finished up, we're ready to shoot our control points in. And control point is really just a fancy word for any known point on a job site. So this could be something, like it could be surveyor stakes, or it could be something as simple as just existing building corners. And now I'm going to set up over my first point. And you can see I'm using the bipod attached to the prism pole because I want my measurements here to be as level and accurate as possible, because everything I shoot afterwards on this job when I'm laying out is going to be based on how accurate my two control points are. Then I'm going to move over to my second control point and set my prism pole up over that one. Again, I'm going to get as level as humanly possible. And then once I'm perfect, I'm going to take a shot. After I take that shot, my setup's going to be complete. It's going to give me a few details on this of the setup on the screen here. And if I'm happy with it, I can press finish setup, and it's going to show where my total station is on my job site on my job screen. And I like to just double check that and make sure it's in the right spot. And now we're ready to lay out points. Okay, to start laying out points, we're just going to go into our software and go to our layout points screen. And then you'll see it'll come up with a black target, and that's where we're at. And then we can tap any point we want on here, and it'll highlight as a blue target. And then it's going to direct us how to get to that point. And it directs you in relation to the total station. So as you're facing the total station, you'll see the white bubbles pop up around the black target there. If the white bubble is above the target, that means you have to go towards the total station X amount. If it's to the right of the black target, that means you have to go right of the total station X amount, and then backwards and left. And then from there, we can go from point to point, just tap whatever point we want to lay out, and it'll direct us how to get there. And then if we want, we can press that blue target in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and it'll store the point as a point we already laid out. And what that does is it just checks that point off the list of the points you have to lay out. And also we can generate an as-built or deviation report. Next thing we can do is we can lay out to a line. So I can select any line I want to on our drawing here, and it'll direct me how to get onto that line. And then it'll also direct me how far down I am on that line. You might use this feature if, for example, you're laying out points, and instead of drawing in all your points on the drawing, maybe you just want to select a line, and when you go to lay out, you just pick that line and you go down every 10 feet, for example, and just lay out a point there. Next feature we're going to go over is called measure points. And basically this just means that you can walk around the job site with your prism pole and you can shoot points into your actual job plan. There's two reasons why you would use this for the most part. One being if you're concerned about your offset stakes or something being blown out, you can actually shoot in your own control points to use for your next setup. Or you can record stuff that's maybe already existing on the job site and you want to go back and lay out later on. You can store them as layout points as well. Last thing I just want to show you is the deviation report we can create after we finish laying out. So this report will show all your setup details, the setup date, time, and the type of setup you did, as well as the points you used for your setup. And it'll also give you your layout details, everything from your first and last point you laid out to the time spent and points per hour. And then it'll show you all your layout points, your Y and X deviation, and then your Z deviation as well if you're doing elevation. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in to watch today. If you would like to learn more, please feel free to reach out to us at our office number or email that's on the screen here. Or if you'd like to see how it works in person, we'd love to set up a demo with you at your office or job site. Thanks again, and hope to hear from you soon.